All right, let's get into it. If you've been thinking, I need to start making my own money, then you're in exactly the right place. Think of this as your personal blueprint, your map to financial independence. We're going to break it all down step by step. So, you ready? Let's do this. So, here's the game plan for our journey today. We're starting at the very beginning, taking that first step. Then we'll figure out which path is right for you, what skills you'll need for the road, and super important, how to spot any dangers along the way. After that, it's all about managing the money you make and setting yourself up for long-term growth. It's the whole shebang from A to Z. Okay, so first things first, your journey begins. It's funny. For so many of us, the hardest part isn't the actual work. Nope. It's just starting. It's taking that one single step. So let's tackle that head-on and figure out how to get you moving with confidence.
I really want you to let this one sink in. Start your earning journey. This is so much more than just, I gotta get a job, right? It's about reframing the whole thing. This is your adventure, your quest. You're the one in the driver's seat, learning, growing, and calling the shots. And honestly, the most powerful thing you can do right now is just begin.
All right, so you're fired up and ready to go. Awesome. But now comes the big question. Which way do you turn? There are so many options out there. So, in this next part, we're going to pull out the map and look at all the different trails you can take to find the one that's a perfect fit for you.
Okay, think of this chart as your personal method matchmaker. It's here to help you find your perfect fit. Like, are you someone who's super creative and just needs flexibility? Well, maybe freelancing is your jam. You could be writing articles for people or designing logos. On the other hand, maybe you need that steady paycheck and predictable schedule. A part-time job might be the way to go. This chart is all about lining up who you are with the right path to get started.
This is a really core concept you've got to get. There are basically two main flavors of income. First, you've got active income. It's simple. You trade your time for money. You work, you get paid. Done. Then there's the other kind, passive income. This is where you put in the work up front to create something, say an ebook or some stock photos, and it can keep earning money for you even when you're not actively working on it. It's like planting a tree versus picking fruit. Both are great ways to earn. And yeah, a lot of savvy people do a bit of both.
Okay, let's drill down on two of the most popular starting points. On one side, you have freelancing. This is the be your own boss route. Total freedom. You decide when you work, where you work, what projects you take on. It's awesome. But on the other side, you've got the part-time job. This is all about stability. You know your hours, you know exactly what your paycheck will be. There's comfort in that. So the real question for you is, what do you crave more right now? Total flexibility or rock-solid stability?
So, you've got a path in mind. Great, but you can't just head out on a journey without packing a bag, right? So in this next section, Skills for the Road, we're going to talk about the essential gear you need to pack to make sure you succeed no matter which trail you end up choosing.
Now, take a good look at these. What's so cool about this list is that these aren't just skills for one specific job. They're like universal keys. It doesn't matter if you're a freelance coder on a tight deadline or a barista handling the morning chaos. Being good at managing your time, talking to people, and fixing problems on the fly, that'll help you win, literally anywhere you go. Okay, I gotta pause here for a second because this one is a straight-up superpower. Consistency. Seriously. It has nothing to do with being a hero for one day and then vanishing. No, it's about the small, steady effort. It's about just showing up day in and day out. That's how small steps turn into huge leaps. This right here, this is the engine that's going to power your whole journey.
All right, let's talk about something really, really important. Every adventure has its dangers, and the world of earning money is no different, especially online. For every amazing opportunity, there's a potential trap. So learning how to stay safe and spot the scams isn't just a good idea, it's absolutely essential for your quest.
So how do you spot a scam? This question alone is what keeps so many people from even trying. That fear of being taken advantage of, it's totally real. But what if I told you there are some clear, telltale signs to look for? Let's break down how you can tell a real opportunity from a fake one.
Here you go, your 4-step scam detector. It's actually pretty simple when you know what to look for. First step, does it sound way too good to be true? Yeah, it probably is. Listen to that little voice in your head. Step 2, are the job details super vague? Real jobs tell you what you'll be doing. Step 3, and this is a huge red flag, do they ask you for money up front? Nope, never. A real job pays you. And finally, step 4, look at how they communicate.
Is it full of typos and coming from a weird email address? That's a bad sign. Keep this checklist handy.
Okay, this is awesome. You've picked a path, you've packed your skills, you know how to avoid the bad guys. But here's the thing. Making the money is only part 1 of the adventure. Part 2 is knowing what to do with it. So now, let's get into how you can manage that money and turn it into real, lasting growth.
Don't let the word budget scare you. This is one of the easiest and most powerful ways to get started. It's called the 50-30-20 rule. Here's how it works. 50% of your money goes to your needs, the absolute must-haves. 30% is for your wants, the fun stuff. And then, this is the most important part. 20% goes straight into savings. That's it. It's a super simple roadmap for your money.
And let me tell you, that 20%, that's where the real magic is. See, saving isn't about punishment. It's not about what you can't have. It's about paying the most important person first, future you. Every single dollar you put aside is another brick in the foundation of your financial freedom. This is how you build security. This is how you build the future you actually want.
And that brings us to our final leg of the journey, the path to growth. Because here's a little secret. This journey doesn't really have a finish line. Earning that first paycheck, that's not the end. It's just the start of something that's going to grow and change right along with you.
So we're circling right back to our superpower because it's just that important. Consistency. It's what turns small daily actions into massive achievements. Whether it's setting aside an hour to learn a new skill, applying for 1 new gig a day, or just sticking to that 20% savings rule, it's the steady, repeated effort that makes all the difference. It's the one thing, the only thing, that guarantees you will make progress.
So there it is. The map is laid out right in front of you. You've got the tools, you've got the knowledge, you know what to do. So now there's really only one question left to ask. What is the first step you're going to take today?